Like really, I just don't even. I just don't even. This is the worst it has ever been. It's funny because before we started, I actually said in before my modem resets 7 times tonight. I think what is this, 4 or 3?
I think this is number 4.
I can't remember. I think it's only 3. No, it's gotta be 4. I don't know. Regardless, I'm ticked off. I don't understand. I'm not doing anything ridiculous. I'm not even watching this stream at the same time. So that's annoying.
Well, anyway, looks like we're going to see a CC first coming out from Saber. 4-player map. Draws a heart with his Q command to that SCV as well. And alright, well, I'll just go CC first because YOLO. And defend with the 2 barracks and play pretty passively. Get a few bang for my buck. Jesus Christ, a little bit more bang for my buck nice and early. But the probe gets the scout off right away. So we'll see if he decides to deviate from his build. We do see sometimes you see Protoss players that chrono boost out a Zealot and Stalker to try to punish this, or they just pull off of gas and just get a Nexus and then get a Cyber Core, and then they'll get back on gas. Both of which are pretty decent, I think. I personally am usually a fan of playing greedy in general, but it looks like it'll be the Nexus before a core sort of play coming out from Enak.
Yeah, you may as well. He's not really going to be able to punish this too easily, just given this setup here for Saber. He's got 2 racks on the way already. He's going to be able to defend if there was some sort of early gateway pressure. Yeah, he could chrono out a Zealot and a Stalker and try to do what he could, but a bunker should be up by the time. There's too much damage done, really. So Enak's going to take the other route, just trying to keep hold of this game economically and stay on even footing with Saber. Getting his own natural nexus very quickly and just continue to chrono out probes like mad.
Like a madman. No gas up just yet, we'll see. The SCV scout does manage to scout everything. Sees that the Zealot is being skipped, sees the second gas is coming out just now. So, seeing as he hasn't taken any gas, I wouldn't be surprised to see him just throw down a 3rd CC. He seems like that kind of guy, just from this 4.5 minutes of knowing him.
Yeah, it's a possibility. You don't have to go for that 3rd racks immediately, just go for a 3rd command center instead. And if you wanted to do that, just kind of, yeah, you went CC first, and your opponent responded by going for a very quick Nexus, so hey, why not? But this is also the same sort of situation where Saber could, try to throw down some more barracks and actually be aggressive. And he's going to throw down his 3rd racks now, before any more supply depots or any gas yet. So it's just going to be a bunch of Marines for a while.
Barracks.
Yeah. Still no gas, so yeah, there we go. They finally get a gas coming out. There we go. 2 gases coming out from Saber. So it's kind of like the old school CC first innovation build from like earlier in HOTS against Protoss. He's kind of power out a bunch of Marines early and then get maybe 2 tech labs at once if he wants to. Try to get Stamen
This is a DT drop.
Oh.
We have a Twilight Council and a Robo Facility coming up. I think it's a DT drop. Coming out here from Enak. Because he's gotten the Mothership Core. Normally in this build you skip every unit except the Mothership Core, which gets kind of annoying, but I think he could have gotten away with it. He gets a Stalker right away. Maybe just a poke at the front, but I would not be surprised to see a Dark Shrine go down. Unless he's just getting this Robo for Observers.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You do have a Dark Shrine on the way. Doesn't see it. Doesn't see it. It's just out of rage. All he sees is the Twilight Council. The Twilight Council isn't blinking, so I guess he could figure out that it's not upgrading if he was paying enough attention, or he can just see that and immediately
Robo,
go.
though.
Yeah, that's not. Oh, I don't know.
Not a whole lot of people. Okay, he's throwing down an engineering bait just because he didn't get the scout. He's like, man, I hate proxy Oracle. I'm going to preemptively keep my Marines in my mineral line and build turrets.
Yeah.
Do you remember? This is actually kind of a sidetrack, but do you remember that one guy that played in the Platinum Diamond that did that every game, but still lost to DT drops and stuff?
Oh, that's
even
depressing.
though he was totally prepared for it on Whirlwind.
No.
So funny.
I don't buy.
He was so bad mannered.
So this is going to
And
be
it was
interesting.
like justice was served,
I don't know how well this is going to work here for Enak. The turrets are already up. The Marines are already split up in different positions near the turrets. Yeah, he could do what he can, but so long as Enak doesn't extremely commit to this, he should be okay pulling back. He's going to have the ability to make Archons pretty easily. He doesn't have a ton of minerals. He's actually getting a Robo Bay behind this as well. So this is just kind of hoping for some damage, some economic damage of some sort. But again, turrets already there, Marines already in place to deal with it.
Such smart supply depot placement. That's like the only spot in his base he doesn't really see, and he builds his next supply depot there. So
one day too. One DT warped in. He's not actually... There we go. So there's the second one. He just didn't really have the money for it, I guess. But this one's going to be going to the natural, which is going to help out a bit. Hopefully they can split it up. Actually, all of the armor for Saber actually moved down.
There's 16 Marines here.
Yeah, this DT at the natural is going to be able to do anything, but the one that's going in the main base will be able to get some work done. At least it may distract Saber. He does see it. Obviously, it is just a blur on his screen, but he is pulling his entire army back to go deal with this, and that means that the DT is going to get into the natural. Classic misdirection here. How many kills on the DT? Not too many on that one. However, the one on the natural is going to town, and apparently I'm not on busy because of all my disconnects. Interesting. So 8 workers there. That's a nice little pickup, but well, actually, it's a pretty big pickup.
He's got
now
double Forge and Colossus behind us, man.
Yeah.
Like
that was nice.
He's sitting pretty.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. Now he's got a Warp Prism available now. So he can use this later on when he's attacking at the front, warp in from behind, and do a lot of damage. And he's taking a nice worker. He's got 58 workers to 38 now. That's a pretty big advantage. He's got 1 Colossus on the way. Yeah, he doesn't have much of an army left over to Enak, but...
Do you see how much Saber trapped his Marines and SCVs? Alright, never mind. He lifted the barracks.
Oh, no, I hadn't seen that. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about, though. Yeah, that's annoying. That is quite the Sim City, and this middle barracks is probably trying to throw Marines into the... Yeah, he's playing with the rally now, trying to figure that out, I think. Realizing that's kind of an issue.
This is a 2-base all-in with Colossus range coming up from Enak. He's already thrown down 3 more gateways before adding on a 3rd base. He's got double Forge, and he's got access to 2-2 and all that as well, but no reason to add on all of these gateways unless you're playing on a big attack, which I think is very good, because Saber is showing that he's very economically focused. He had his 3rd CC, he has his E-bays as well, and he's going mostly Marine focused.
Oh, the
so
Scouting
it's really
Phoenix.
difficult to deal with this.
Scouting Phoenix actually sees the drop coming in. Well, it's not the drop anymore, that he get dropped out completely. Scan goes down, all he sees is the Mothership Core. Well, he's trying to do what he can.
Building a lot of gateways and then just getting a 3rd Nexus just because.
Yeah, this Nexus is going to get cancelled. There's nothing actually over here to defend this, which is sad, but yeah, oh well, not a big deal. There's no 3rd CC. Actually, 3rd CC is done. It's been done for a while, what am I saying? But still, he can turn this into a 2-base all-in.
He's taking the aggressive position as well, which I like, because getting the safe position later can do more for you later in the game, I think.
Yeah. One drop is going to get pushed away pretty easily, but another drop in the natural is going to be going in. There we go. That gets stem on in, but there isn't too much really that's going to be able to get done with this little drop. Get a couple probes maybe, and yeah, he's going to get out of there. Forces an overcharge is nice. Take off 100 energy from that Mothership Core. It doesn't get too much done there. Only a couple workers killed, and hasn't really scared Enak too much.
3rd base. Goodbye, DT.
Oh.
You will be missed. But there's a DT in the natural base.
There's another warp and a Zealot's actually in the main base as well. Those are going to do... Actually, he put a bunker in the main, realizing this is probably going to be an issue to deal with that. What is going on over here? Oh, those Marines got picked off as they were trying to leave. Enak's going to take a 3rd base, and these 3rd bases are close as heck. Zealots are still doing damage. How? Well, I guess they got 1-1, but... Actually, one Zealot isn't actually attacking the bunker, it's attacking a barracks.
Slap chop in the barracks?
Yeah. Slap chop, oh gosh. So yeah, okay, he's gonna take with 3rd base here. This is interesting. I'm not sure why. Doesn't need to. He could probably attack and kill.
Pretty aggressive, and he has Colossus range. He knows that there's like no Vikings.
Yeah. There's 2 Vikings on the way, only 1 out right now.
Like That's MVP observer right there. Sorry, I have a lot of roommates.
Yeah, people watching soccer, I'm imagining.
Yes, they are.
Figured. Freaking hipsters.
Still, Saber, he has a lot of army supply. He's going to be able to move across with 2 medevacs worth of forces just to take map control. But
problem is he's split up. Yeah, he split up his army. He can't deal with this. He can't deal with the mass ball army here of Enak. He has to bring his entire army back, but at the cost of, well, this 3rd CC is actually, it's got a good chance of dying off completely here, which would be a big blow, actually. He's going to back off. I guess seeing the rest of this army pop in, he does have the observer here. But he's in a nice position here. He's going to be able to keep this base under
main
fire.
Base, warping of Zealots once again. They're back for the bunker.
Back for the bunker. Not doing anything. Oh, it's going to kill it. Oh. SVs to repair. No big deal. Big stem goes down.
Broken.
Oh. Nice 4 fills off. Make sure he's going to get out. Yeah. So Enak just playing this nice and slow, realizing he's in a pretty good position to just continually harass.
By the way.
Oh, poor SCVs. See, we praised Hydro last game for his building placement. I run into this problem as protest all the time. Or you put your pylons next to
Dude,
your
me
nexus.
too. I'm so scared to put things next to my nexus as I play Protoss.
Because this is why. Because now you have 4 workers that aren't
Something
doing
always
crap.
gets stuck.
Yeah. Saber he's
thing
trying
is
to
in
do some
most,
work, but he can't do anything. He's got no opening. He's gonna run and drop into all the army, which isn't gonna help. And he's down on upgrades already. It's gonna be a 2-2 here for the Protoss here in just a second. Only 1-1 is finished for Saber. He doesn't even have concussive shell just yet. He's got a pretty big army, which is nice, and he's got a lot of Vikings now. Is there Temple Archives? Temple Archives is finishing up here for Enak, so he's able to switch into Storm. There's no Ghost Academy. And that tech switch is going to be difficult to deal with, but it's gonna be, I'm not sure if Saber's actually going to make it to that tech switch in the first place.
These medevacs have almost no energy.
Yeah. They've been constantly... There's too much stim going on. There's not really many medevacs. Same problem we saw earlier in an earlier game. Another Zealot Rasp run by at the same... Oh, Lord. At the same time, pushing in with the rest of the army on the right side.
For this engagement.
Yes, they're shouting for this engagement. They see it happening. They see all this happening. There's another warp in of Zealots here in the main base. They actually don't have charge, which is actually kind of a big deal. The Zealots still do not have charge. Charge is to finish up. Once again, this bunker, MVP bunker. This bunker has done so much work. There's only 2 Marines in that bunker. And I think finally Enak realizes he's going to bring the warp prism around to the backside.
Each of those Marines had about 5-6 kills. I frantically was trying to make sure I selected them when the bunker died.
Yeah. Now the warp prism is behind all of this, however. A few DTs warped in as well as a couple Zealots. 1 DT and a couple Zealots.
Colossus in the middle of the map.
Oh, Colossus, what are you doing? That's not where you belong. He's going to try to do what he can, but there's Archons involved with this army as well now for Enak. This is just a really, really scary force for our Protoss player. And again, they have 2-2 going up against just 1-1.
42 workers have been killed by Enak this game.
That is unreal. There's only
42.
There's 2 medevacs left. They have 0 energy. 1 storm ruins this army. Vikings get a couple shots off, which is nice.
And you're natural.
Oh. DT is just going down. So many workers are just getting killed off. This is basically the end here for Saber. He has to make this army work because he has no way to reproduce, and this army is not going to work. There we go. GG from Saber. That army exploded. That was quite the quick death there. This is a complete evaporation.
That was
So
really
many
good
workers
play.
killed.